The adventurers find themselves standing in the bustling center of Argentum, the city's towering gem-studded clock tower casting long shadows over the street. The Argentum Royal Bank stands imposingly before them, flanked by golden statues of griffins, their eyes seemingly watching every move. Inside, busy bank clerks inspect piles of gleaming coins under an enormous mural depicting the city's founding. Just as our heroes pass the marble threshold, a cloaked figure slips a note into the rogue's hand. Midnight, vault, one chance.
I summon a small controlled flame to incinerate the note into ash before our enemy can notice, and whisper with a mischievous grin, "Midnight. Let's ignite this heist."
I scan the room for any suspicious characters, grumbling under my breath. I don't like this. Too many eyes, stay sharp. Then I subtly position myself near...
I pocket a smoke bomb while grinning at Pyrrha and reply, "Leave the stealth to me." Then I sneak towards the nearest clerk to eavesdrop on conversations about the vault's security.
I tap my holy symbol of Kellenvor and mutter, "In obsidian silence, death's shadow conceals our steps." Then I cast Pass Without Trace on the party to shroud us in shadows as we make our move.
A sudden hush falls over the bank as a bell tolls ominously from the clock tower outside, signaling the closing hour. As the last few customers trickle out, the bank's grand hall morphs into a labyrinthine security grid, steel doors snapping shut, and magical wards flickering to life. Out of the corner of Pyrrha's eye, a trio of armored guards brandishing crystal-tipped spears and clad in enameled plate armor emerge from a concealed door, their expressions stern. Whispers of an ancient enchantment hum through the air as these guards move to intercept the intruding adventurers, the leader bellowing, "You're not going anywhere!"
I flick my wrist, causing a column of fire to erupt under the guards' feet, disrupting their formation and buy us some precious time. Time to turn up the heat.
I charge forward, aiming a powerful shoulder bash at the lead guard to knock him off balance, shouting, "You've picked the wrong fight, lad!"
I roll under the nearest table and throw my smoke bomb at the guards, chuckling, "Let's play hide and sneak, shall we?"
With a voice as cold as a tombstone, I declare, "In the stillness of death, your souls shall linger." I raise my hand and cast Bane on the guards, sowing discord and weakening their resolve.
37 men engulfed in Pyrrha's fire. One of the guards is consumed in a spectacular blaze, his cries echoing through the hall. Thoradin's powerful charge connects with the lead guard's chest, sending him crashing into a marble pillar, where he slumps motionless. The smoke bomb fills the air with a thick, choking fog, leaving the remaining guard staggering and disoriented. As Seraph's bane takes hold, the guard drops to his knees, clutching his head in agony, his resolve shattered, leaving the path to the vault clear for the adventurers.
I conjure a swirling inferno around the remaining guard, keeping him at bay while we make our escape, and declare, "This vault's about to be our blaze of glory!"
I let out a triumphant roar, lift the fallen guard by his armor, and use him as a human shield while charging towards the vault entrance. Let's make a break for it, lads!
I dash through the smoky haze and slip my lockpicks into the vault's lock, grinning. Time to crack this open like a chestnut.
I touch the handle of my mace, whispering, "Grave silence follows the dead." Then I cast silence over the area around the vault entrance to muffle our actions and ensure stealth.
The swirling inferno around the remaining guard reflects ominous shadows on the walls, dancing like specters in the silenced bank. As Thoradin barrels forward with the semi-conscious guard as his shield, Wisp's nimble fingers work their magic on the vault's intricate lock, each click echoing like a drumbeat in the eerie quiet. Suddenly, with a triumphant click, the colossal vault door swings open, revealing hallways lined with enchanted traps and shimmering treasures within. From deeper inside the vault, a figure cloaked in dark robes emerges, his eyes glowing with ethereal light as he intones, "You think you can rob the royal bank and live?"
A wicked grin spreads across my face as I conjure a massive fireball, hurling it towards the figure in a dazzling arc. Let's find out, shall we?
I grunt, dropping the groaning guard and charging at the robed figure with my shield raised, ready to intercept any spells he tries to cast. I'll crush you before you...
I sprint into the vault shadows, drawing my dagger and aim for the dark-robed figure's back in one swift, silent strike. Let's see if you can keep up.
With an eerie calm, I step forward and murmur, "To steal from the dead is to invite endless torment." I extend my hand and cast Hold Person on the dark-robed figure to paralyze him where he stands.
The fireball streaks through the vault and impacts against the robed figure, engulfing him in flames. His agonized scream echoes briefly before he collapses into a charred heap. As Thoradin charges forward, his shield slams into the robed figure's defenses, only to find the charred remains scattering like ashes. Wisp's dagger pierces thin air where the figure once stood, missing by a heartbeat. However, in the eerie silence, the vault's enchanted traps flicker to life, magical glyphs activating with harsh, unearthly light, casting a dangerous glow over the shimmering treasures.
I send a scorching ray towards the nearest glyph, aiming to disrupt its magic with a searing burst of heat, break the enchantment, and the loot's ours!
I throw my shield against a wall of glyphs, triggering their traps preemptively while shouting, "Stand back! These runes will be our death if we're not careful!"
I dance between the flickering traps, using my agility to dodge the glowing glyphs, and start disarming the nearest one with my tools. Gotta love a good puzzle.
I stride forward with cold determination and utter, "The veil between life and death is thin. Let us step carefully." I hold my holy symbol of Kelemvor aloft and cast Dispel Magic at the most dangerous glyph, attempting to deactivate it.
The scorching ray impacts the nearest glyph, causing a burst of sparks and breaking the enchantment as the room trembles with the dissipating energy. Thoradin's shield smashes into a cluster of glyphs, triggering a cascade of elemental traps. Fire and ice spiral out, missing the party by mere inches. Wisp's nimble hands deftly disable a nearby glyph, its arcane glow fading like an extinguished ember. As Seraph's Dispel Magic envelops the most dangerous glyph, it vanishes in a flash of dark energy, leaving a clear path forward through the now silent hallway, deeper into the vault's heart where the city's fate and fortune awaits.
I conjure a searing wall of flame behind us to block any pursuit, casting a fiery barrier that crackles and roars. Onward, we're burning daylight!
I grunt and retrieve my shield, positioning myself at the forefront as we advance deeper into the vault, growling, "Stay in my shadow, I'll clear the way."
I slip ahead of the group, keeping low and silent, my eyes scanning for any hidden traps or treasure along the way. Time for a little treasure hunt, eh?
I run my fingers along the edge of my mace, whispering, "The silence of the grave brings clarity." Then I cast Detect Magic to reveal any remaining unseen traps or hidden wards that might threaten our path.